My beautiful YouTube family, what is good? Welcome back to another episode of Marv's Room. Thank you guys, as always, for tuning in. To the new subscribers, welcome to the channel. Listen, I have a great video today for you guys, and I want to talk about a missing piece that I believe that a lot of people are missing with LOA, and that is simply, who are you becoming? Who are you growing into? What are you using LOA for? Now, don't get me wrong, LOA is a great thing to manifest materialism and different things like that. It's a great thing, but I think people are losing sight to what law of attraction actually really is and what we're really supposed to be using it for. Because we normally, people tend to have the tendency to think of manifestation as like a car in the garage, right? I manifested a car in the garage. But what if we started thinking about manifestation in a different light? What if we started thinking about manifestation as simply an experience that is being experienced at a certain point in time, a point in time where something is being experienced? That is manifestation. So instead of tying a manifestation to a certain object or a certain sum of money, manifestation could be an emotion, right? You can experience, if you're experiencing an emotion, if you're experiencing fear right now, if something causes you fear, that's a manifestation. If something is causing you jubilation, that's a manifestation. Manifestation and manifesting is not simply tied to materialism and objects and whatever it is that you specifically want. And I think this is a flawed premise that so many people come to LA, and it's turning into more of, what can I get? What can I get from manifesting, instead of turning into, what can I give? Who am I becoming? And I think from watching videos in the past, because I no longer really watch videos from other creators, but I think from what I've seen in the past and from reading comments on different videos and different places on the internet, whether it's Reddit, Facebook groups, etc., I just noticed a really selfish, in my opinion, a very selfish, self-centered, narcissistic way of manifesting. And I get it, and I said it in one of my other videos before, I think we all come into this space where we are thinking of, and we have this idea of how we are, or how we want things to be, not knowing that a year from now, 2 years from now, 5 years from now, our thinking is going to be totally different. Because as we grow, our opinions change, our emotions change, and all of the above. You know, I may have said stuff a couple of years ago that I no longer agree with today. And why is that? Because it's a part of growth. Nothing wrong with that. But I'm seeing a lot of people come into this manifestation world, and they're only focused on, what can I get from it? Not what can I give from it. They're not focused on, they're not focused on the journey. They're not focused on, are you becoming a better person? Are you giving to the world? Are you giving light? It's all about, what can I get? Can I get my person back in 24 hours? It's all about the clickbait titles. Can I get my person back in 24 hours? Can I get my new relationship in 72 hours? Can I get a text message in 48 hours? And it's all clickbait material. And I mean, we got to just address the elephant in the room. And I think this is a big problem I see with this LOA stuff, is we're losing sight of what LOA is really supposed to be used for, and what LOA is really supposed to be practiced for, in my opinion. And I don't necessarily think it's all about gaining these material possessions or getting that perfect relationship. Now, obviously, when you master LOA, these things come with it, but understand that life is so much bigger, and manifestation and manifesting in general is so much more bigger than, how many cars do you have in your garage? Did you get your ex back? Or did you get that new relationship that you wanted? Or did you get that career job? It's so much more bigger than that. And I see so many people feeding into all of this clickbait narrative, all of this, I don't know, selfishness, and getting someone and making someone fall madly in love with you, and making someone fall obsessed with you. Like, don't you guys understand? LOA is so much more than that. Come to this space to not just try to manifest a specific person. Come to this space to not just try to manifest your dream job. Come to this space to not just try to manifest your dream life, but come to this space to make it a better space, a better place than it was before you arrived, right? Because LOA, in my opinion, is not all about what you can get from it. It's not about, how many material possessions you can manifest. And it's not about if you can manifest those material possessions the fastest, better than this person or better than that. It's not about making your ex jealous or, proving this person right or proving this person wrong. It's not, LOA, in my opinion, is not about any of that. And I think a lot of you guys are delaying your manifestations is because you're bringing all of these outside and internal thoughts and forces. And kind of like I said in my other videos, you have 1 foot in, 1 foot out, and it's all becoming this sort of like amalgamation of manifestation garbage in a sense, is because you're trying all of this stuff and you're getting miserable and you're not seeing the results that you want to see, and you're following this coach or you're listening to that, and you're making it into something that it's not supposed to be. And it's because I believe a lot of us, like I said before in other videos, we come to this space and we're in such a desperate place and we want to change things around so much that we get caught up, and we get so caught up in trying to get, and we get so caught up in keeping score and saying, oh, I need to get this manifestation by, the next 30 days. Well, what's going to really happen if you don't get that manifestation in the next 30 days? Is the end of the world really going to happen for you? What's going to happen if you don't get this manifestation in 60 days? Is the manifestation, is your life really going to end? What if you don't get your person back this year? Is life really going to end, or is life really going to continue to go on? Life is going to continue to go on for everybody, whether you get your manifestation or not. The world is going to keep spinning, and people are going to keep living, and people are going to forget about you. 100 years from now, nobody's going to be like, oh, remember when such and such didn't get her manifestation back in 2023? Or remember when such and such didn't manifest that thing in 30 days like she... Nobody's going to be talking about that 100 years from now. I wanted to jump in here, man, and tell you guys, what can you give to this LOA space? What can you give? Who are you becoming? Are you using LOA to simply just gain material possessions? Because I can tell you this, if you're using LOA to just simply gain material possessions, you are going to be 9 times out of 10, you're going to be extremely miserable, because there are a lot of people who use law of attraction, law of assumption, and they think that, oh, it's all about gaining, and they never realize it's about, oh, what can I give? It's never about, oh, what if people in my story aren't happy? What if I do get certain material possessions, but what if person A or person B or my parents or whoever, what if they aren't happy for me? What if they aren't satisfied? What if they are miserable because of all of this material stuff that I have now? Or what if my life becomes miserable because I now have all of this material stuff? I think these are a lot of things that people don't think about. We're just so obsessed and we're so self-centered on trying to get what it is that we want, and nothing wrong with getting. Don't get me wrong. There's nothing wrong with getting and manifesting certain things, but understand that there are consequences that come with manifesting certain things, whether those consequences are good or whether those consequences are bad. And I think a lot of times we don't think about the bad that could come necessarily when we get certain manifestations, because we're so focused on, oh, I need to get that millions of dollars, or I need to get this, this new car, or I need to get that person, I need to get this relationship. We get so caught up on it that we don't realize, how are we really going to feel when we actually do get that? Are we really going to want it? Because there's so many people in this world that have created things on an unimaginable level. They've created wealth, unimaginable wealth. They've created unimaginable success. They have everything, but yet they're still miserable. Some of these guys still take their lives. So I make this video today for you guys to let you guys know, don't get caught up in just simply manifesting stuff just to manifest stuff without realizing and asking yourself, are you also becoming a better person at the same time? Are you also giving back to people around you? Are you manifesting things purely just for selfish, self-centered reasons, or is it going to be for the good and the betterment of everybody around you? Or is it just going to benefit you? Because success at the top for a lot of people is extremely lonely. A lot of people are miserable, and I just want you guys to be able to know and differentiate the difference between manifesting things for the right reasons and becoming the right person for the right reasons, and all of these things, instead of just blindly going into manifesting things and not understanding like, yo, there's going to be consequences. There's going to be consequences for a lot of you, a lot of people. And even in my own life, I realized there's things that I manifested in my life, and I realized like, oh wow, I really didn't want that. I want that to go away. Or I've manifested people back into my life, and I realized, yo, you know what? I don't know why I manifested that person back in my life. I don't know why I thought that I wanted that person, but I actually no longer want that person. You know, these things happen. So get clear, get into alignment. Like I said before in other videos in the past, is always the first step before you even start letting stuff into your experience. Thank you for watching this video. If you enjoyed it, make sure to click the next one because I'm sure you'll enjoy that one too.